So tonight I want to talk about manners. My Southern grandmother and Air Force Master Sergeant grandfather, he's the one who adopted me, um, huge on manners. He had military code manners. My grandmother had school teacher, North Florida, Southern manners. And she had a great accent too. And then my English grandmother, the other 50% of the split custody that adopted me, she was all about the English manners. So I was taught at a very young age, 3 to 5 years old, somewhere around there, to banter with people. My granny would talk about all kind of stuff, and um, even if it was totally off the wall and not realistic and in her own world, um, I would play along. Same with my bio mom and all her people, because I was taught that's the polite thing to do. And then I got older, and people in high school started, partying and drinking and stuff. And then I would be around people who were literally like in their own world, like super feeling it, if you know what I mean, and definitely seeing stuff that nobody else saw. And I was taught just to play along and be polite, okay? And then, I've seen nurses and friends around their family that have like Alzheimer's or dementia, and the woman, the mother, grandmother, whatever, will say stuff like, "Oh, your grandpa came today, and didn't he look so handsome in his suit or whatever?" And the man died like 20 years earlier. But the relative visiting just is like, "Oh yeah, he looked so handsome today. You guys look so good together. It was so nice of him to bring you those flowers," and there's no flowers in the room. It's just a way to connect with somebody who may or may not be on the same page of reality with you in a polite way. And so I have very difficult trouble getting along with somebody who's a wrecking ball and cruel and always creating false narratives and making me look bad and making themselves look good type situations, and just very destructive, very selfish experiences with certain women especially. And so and men that I didn't know especially. So I was bantering with them in those conversations, not to be taken seriously, not to be taken literally. And there are so many things in those conversations, like, we're just going to get this really clear, because you guys have been psycho for what, 15 years, 30 years or more. I am not a witch. Never once have I ever said a spell. I don't want to know how to do it. I don't care to know how to do it. The word is weird to me. I'm not a controlling person. Everybody that's ever known me, including these people speaking bad of me, they know that I'm not controlling. I never have been. I'm always real respectful to people's free will. If I make somebody a sandwich and one person wants tomatoes and the other one doesn't, I just will make it without tomatoes. I'm not going to force feed you and make you eat those tomatoes, okay? I respect people's free will, likes and dislikes. However, if you are affecting my health and safety or my child's health and safety, God made me the authority of that position to take care of myself and to take care of my child. And you have no legal rights to cross that line. I'm also not an alien. When I was talking to my mom's, I don't even like to call her that, because my mom was Joan Gillinson and Betty Keith. Anyway, when I was talking to that lady, her friends, her setup conversations, I didn't believe in any of that stuff. I was just being polite. They were talking about different stars and this, that, and the other, and I was saying whatever words I heard them say and repeating back to them, because that's what I learned how to do for polite banter. Didn't mean any of it. I don't believe in any of it. I have human blood. I was born in Alexandria, Virginia. I've always been in this body. I will always be in this body. I was born a woman. I will always be a woman. I've had one pregnancy. I've had one child. I've never cheated on my ex-husband. I never cheated on my ex-boyfriend. I never cheated on anybody I was exclusive with. I don't run around and leave my vehicle at night. Never, not since I've had it. I haven't walked anywhere. Nope. I went to 7-Eleven one time in my vehicle, went into the store, and got right back into my vehicle. Yeah. And that was because I needed something to get hydrated with because somebody had poisoned me and I was literally dehydrating. Yeah. No, what's happening when if you poison somebody, that's witchcraft. I've never poisoned anybody. I was literally making dark, sarcastic, bantering jokes who with people who were doing fear and intimidation stuff with me. I bet you missed all that stuff though. I bet all that got edited out, huh?